Being a single parent, I really kind of wanted to make a film that really captured that in a way that was authentic and realistic as possible. Hi, I'm Mark Webber, and my film is called The End of Love, and it's in the U.S. Dramatic Competition at Sundance 2012. The End of Love is about a man named Mark who has a 2.5-year-old child, and the mother of the child passed away a year ago where we come into the film. He was basically told that to just keep your life as normal as possible, that toddlers don't really have a concept of death, and to really keep your child safe, you need to just keep things normal. And that's what Mark did, and what we see throughout the film is him kind of slowly unraveling, losing control and the ability to be a parent and to be present for his child. You know, as actors, you always want to be in the moment, and you always want to seem truthful and authentic. I was like, how can I make a movie that is basically capturing my real life and just live in character around my child? And what was really interesting is that my son is by far the best actor in the film because he doesn't have the ability to be false. He's just completely in the moment, totally present, and he's really not acting. So working with the other actors, that was really challenging to maintain that we had that same way of being with one another. With my son, I didn't want him to experience this in a negative way at all whatsoever. So we would very rarely be able to do another take. When I would repeat things, he'd be like, "Dad, why are we getting in the car again? You just told me that." The big theme of the film is like what it is to be alone, and also how parents in that situation can have a tendency to really rely on their child for their love in order to build them up and feel good about themselves, which is not an appropriate thing to do as a parent, to show that, and how this man is essentially is longing for some type of love, and sometimes he's relying on his 2-year-old child to essentially take care of him. The hardest thing about making movies is getting them financed. It's the thing that drives people crazy. Having experienced that at various different points throughout my career, I walk into an ice cream shop here in Los Angeles called Kind Cream. The owner was like, "Hey, you look familiar, you're an actor." And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm also in the process of making my next film. And she's like, "Oh, what's it about?" And I told her the story, and she's like, "Okay, I'll do it." And I'm like, What do you mean you'll do it?" She's like, I'll do it." I'm like, "Seriously?" She's like, "Yeah, it sounds great." And that was it. You know, when you make independent films, you want them to go to Sundance. And for someone who does pretty much predominantly just independent films, it's very rewarding.